once in a while there's always an empty spot, and that empty spot is a tidbit of knowledge or information that helps someone. And it could be something other people are like, well, duh, I knew that. And other people are like, oh my god, what a revelation. Zoom creep. Especially if you're using older push-pull lenses. I meant to make a video about this, but I know for a fact that I never did. Like this lens, for example, has bad zoom creep. People are like, I don't like those push-pull lenses because, you know, they never hold their place. You can sit there and I can focus, and oh my god, my zoom moved. How do you take care of that? Your middle finger. I use my middle finger. You use whatever finger you want. You just wedge it under there wherever you are zoomed in at. You focus your middle finger, or whichever finger it is that you choose, depending whether you're right-handed, left-handed, or what feels best for you. You wedge that in there, not wedge as far as jam it in there. You actually place it in there so you have free movement both of focus and of zoom. And when you let go from focus and zooming, the finger is wedged halfway between the barrel of zoom and focus and the actual inner barrel of the lens. So no matter where I have this set at, if I want to take a picture of something way the hell up here, I've got no issues with zoom creep. Or if I take a shot here and you know, I accidentally with my other finger touch my focus ring and I shallow depth the field, because my finger, after I know that I've confirmed where I want to zoom and where I'm focused at, my finger is wedged in there and I've applied a little bit more pressure such that focus and zoom will not move. So that's the trick to taking care of lenses, especially push-pull lenses that have zoom creep. Or some manual focus lenses, prime lenses, have extremely loose focus knobs. You use the exact same method. Is that you stick your finger halfway between the focus knob and the lens barrel. Okay, you focus, you just apply just enough pressure so that you're not changing anything. You let go of a little pressure to let yourself focus, and you just apply a hair more pressure and nothing's going to move. Okay? Consistency. The same thing when I used to teach archery. A lot of the mistakes that archers had was consistency. And the same thing when I taught archery applies to photography. I'd actually see people say, "Let me show you. Let me see exactly how you're shooting." And I take people who've been shooting archery for years and years, and we had an indoor shooting range for archery. And I used to be a champion in 5-spot archery. I even made my own bowstrings and made bowstrings for others and whatnot. And I'd see that they shoot this way. I said, "Well, grab another arrow and shoot." And it's like, "Oh, shoot this way." It's like, "Do you see what you're doing?" No, what? I mean, I'm being consistent. No, you're not. Hand placement. You can actually feel where you place your hand on the side of your face, so that it's consistent. There ought to be a divot or a place, a sensitivity where you remember, this is my magic point. This is my point of consistency. If you shoot this way with one arrow, and this way with another arrow, and then this way, you know, you have to have absolute repeatable consistency. You can't correct anything if you don't have repeatable consistency. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm shooting bad." It's like, no, you're inconsistent. You can't correct something when there's no consistency within the system or the ecosphere of whatever it is you're trying to do. And then without that consistency, then nothing can be corrected, because as soon as you correct something, you've changed another variable the next time you repeat it. If you have absolute consistency and you're shooting bad, for example, in archery, then you can correct something that you're doing wrong. That is a mistake in your consistency. Fixing a mistake in consistency is easily. Fixing mistakes when you have no consistency is a serious issue. And that is like a lost super point of anything that anybody does in anything. Sports, archery, anything like that. That ought to be its own video. Anyway, that's how you take care of focus creep on lenses, and especially loose focus rings on prime lenses. Okay?